we head to North Africa, where increasingly graduates and those struggling to find full-time employment are opting to go it alone by launching their own technology companies. Rosalie Thompson went along to Tunisia to meet a growing community who are launching a sector of startups.
Tunisia's unemployment rate is 15%. Its economy is stagnating and over 1/3 of the country's graduates are unemployed, according to government statistics. With this in mind, many young Tunisians are taking matters into their own hands, growing a culture of entrepreneurship and SMEs. At this co-working space in downtown Tunis, these tech startups are getting ready to pitch their companies to investors. Over the past 4 months, Flat 6 Labs have provided them with seed funding and mentorship. Offering capital of up to $50,000, the accelerator has hubs from Tunis to Beirut and Bahrain. Winning a place on the program is very competitive, with only 8 out of 400 applicants selected per cycle.
Tunisia is a very exciting place. There is a lot of new innovations, new entrepreneurs, smart young people who are actually working towards building creative, innovative solutions to everyday problems. So Flat 6 Labs has been in Tunis over the past 2 years. We've seen quite a few changes happening around the ecosystem. We were, I think, at something around 50 startups when we first started. We're now at, I think, more than 600, 700.
Betcha is a recent graduate of the program and co-founder of FabSkill, a tech-smart recruitment company.
At the moment, I have a spider web of artificial intelligence on my face, depicting whether I'm happy, sad, angry, nervous, all useful qualities when deciding upon a potential candidate.
Since launching 8 months ago, Betcha's software is being used to recruit candidates for 5 international firms.
If Tunisia have a future, it would be in the digital and IT sector with a highly educated population that is mainly going abroad to work in other countries. And if we can give them the right ecosystem here, if they can work on cutting-edge techs and on challenging things, I think that they can create something else.
With PricewaterhouseCoopers estimating that AI could add as much as $15.7 trillion to the global economy by 2030, Betcha's not the only entrepreneur to jump on the AI bandwagon. A few years ago, Zoha Slim was working in a call center fixing computers. Now she's co-founder of one of Tunisia's leading AI companies. Founded in 2014, InstaDeep, which has a staff of 60 across its European and African offices, creates artificial intelligence systems that optimize decision-making processes in real-life industrial environments.
I think technology is the sweet spot because we have issues in Africa and the Middle East, in pretty much everywhere in the world, with importing and exporting goods. It's always a hassle, you have to wait. However, if you're exporting software, you just send it. There's no limits. In Tunisia, we don't have the big oil reserves. We have our brains. A lot of what's happening here is technology.
Last year, the Tunisian government launched the Startup Act, a series of policies and reforms to develop the country's entrepreneurial and tech ecosystem. Walid Sultan Madani launched Digital Mania, an indie gaming company, 8 years ago. With 128 games under its belt, the company has now expanded into virtual reality. Walid says that although advancements have been made, there's still too much bureaucracy stifling the startup scene.
I want to go at 1,000 kilometers per hour. I cannot afford going at 200 kilometers per hour. So there is so much talent, but the barriers are just frustrating. And just, open the door and let the flow go, and you will see, like in 2 years, something magnificent will happen from here.
Like InstaDeep and other Tunisian startups, Digital Mania had to move its headquarters to Europe to bypass barriers and grow.
Today we are pushing people to create startups, pushing people to bring all this value. We are saying, like, go invade the international market and be global, etc., etc., and you are not able to create a merchant account. You are not able to have the same tools as anyone else in this world.
And so, with Tunisia's entrepreneurs ready to get off the starting blocks, they're just waiting for their government to give them the fuel.